don't be afraid to kind of reach out there, and if you know your horse needs to be a certain way in a certain environment that you have provided them with, then do what you can to adjust them. There was a point in time I was I used to travel full time on the road. Okay, for about 10 years, I lived on the road. And every winter, I would pull over somewhere, and normally a client would be gracious enough to let me stay at their place for a few months there. Right. So I was staying at this place, and I liked the people and everything. And the location was good, but they didn't have like an indoor arena. They didn't have anything. They didn't have anything. They just had a pasture, which is fine. I love my horse being on pasture. But one time, it rained for 30 days straight. 30 days. It did not, like, it'd stop for an hour and then it'd be on again. And I had a shelter for them, but they'd get soaked and they had blankets on and stuff. So every night for a whole month, I'd catch them, put them in the trailer. I'd leave their blankets on. They would dry out in the trailer because it was kind of an insulated trailer. They'd get their hay and water and grains. Everything's in the trailer. They'd be standing in the trailer all night, 6 to 8 hours, whatever. And then I'd let them out, and they'd be out in the rain all day. And then I catch them up. This is like, I don't know, 30 years ago, however long. It's been a long time. And next night, did it again. Next night, did it again. Guess what happened after about 2 or 3 days of that for the entire month? What do you think those horses did every night? Guess who was at the gate every night? Them horses were lining up at the gate from the pasture. They have everything they need. They have food out there. They have water out there. They have freedom out there. They have everything they need out there. They have shelter out there. But guess what they would do? They would meet me at the gate to go in the trailer. Why? Because the trailer became a nice, comfortable place. Now, I could say in my mind, oh, I can't keep a horse in a trailer for more than 48 minutes. Well, that's a me problem. That's not a them problem. Okay. How many of you have ever, say, boarded a horse out in the country and then you take him to town and he's all nervous about traffic? I've even heard of like mounted police horses. Like, they work in town, and then when they get out of town, they get scared of the wilderness, like the trees and stuff. They've never seen trees, but you could stand them next to a taxi and a police car with a siren on. It wouldn't bother them. And whatever noises go on in the city, because that's what they're used to. You take them out of the country and they get scared. So my point is this: they're going to get used to whatever their environment is. It's just the way it is. Are they going to love it? I mean, sure, some horses are just not meant to be wherever, but the majority of horses, if that's their thing, they're just going to get used to it.
Follow for simple, repeatable horsemanship.